Yesterday, you should have brainstormed a list of ideas that you know all about, that you know a lot about, 5 different ideas. So if you did not do that, then you need to pause this video, go back to yesterday's lesson, watch that, and make your list because you can't do the next step if you don't have the list. Make sure you're not skipping any lessons. All right. So today what we're going to be doing is taking that list and those ideas and coming up with chapters for each of those. That doesn't mean you're going to write all of these, but you got to brainstorm for each one so that then you have options and you can decide which one you like the best and then write about that one. So let's get started. I've got my list in front of me and let me show you what this is going to look like. So if I pick dogs, I need the chapters that I'm going to write about. And giving them titles will help me to know what to write about in each chapter. So here's an example of when I did my book about cheerleading. I wanted to teach people all about cheerleading. So I had to think about what different things they need to know. So things to practice before tryouts. That's one of my chapters. Cheering at games, what the uniforms would look like, how to do stunting, what stunting is, and then a cheerleading timeline of my life. When I showed you my hedgehogs book, these were the chapters that I used for that, the headings. So this is what you're doing today. If I want to write about hedgehogs, what exactly do I want to teach people about hedgehogs? Because I'm not just going to put random information. I have to have it organized somehow. So what they eat, how they exercise, the accessories you would need if you were going to have one, what anointing is, and hibernation. So now I'm going to sit here and I'm going to come up with, that's why we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. I'm going to come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different chapters that I could write if I was going to write about dogs, if I choose that as my topic. So one thing I know about dogs is people need to know like what food they can and can't have. So food, do's and don'ts is what I'll write. Okay, so that could be one chapter. What else would somebody need to know about dogs that I already know? Because you don't want to have to look anything up. So I know that they need to exercise, and so I'll put that on there. That can be another chapter. Ooh, I know a good one. We had to take my dog to a training class to teach her like how to behave and how to listen, like when we say come, that she comes. So training would be a good chapter. So these are coming to me pretty quickly because I know a lot about this topic, training. What else should I tell you about dogs? Grooming would be a good one, so like how to take care of their like body, and then play. Play would be a good one, like how to play with your dog or what to use to play with your dog. Now, see, I did that pretty quickly because, like I said, I know a lot about dogs. Let me give you an example of something I don't know a lot about so you can see how hard it would be to come up with topics. Okay, I told you guys last time that my daughter's really big into Mr. Beast. So if I chose Mr. Beast as one of my topics, I do know that she told me that he donates money. I don't know how I'm going to write a chapter about that because I don't really know exactly what he donates money to. Okay, what else do I know about him? The YouTube videos. Um, I literally can't think of anything else about Mr. Beast to write. So if I could sit here for an hour and not come up with anything else. But if that happens to you, that one of your topics that you chose, you just can't come up with it with 5 ideas fairly easily, then that's not going to be a good one for you because you don't know enough about it to write an all about book without having to do research. So I want you to sit today, go through the 5 ideas you already came up with, and see if you can quickly come up with 5 different chapters. And you can always change it if you decide you don't like one of your chapters, or if you come up with like a 6th chapter, you can have more than 5, or you can write 6 so that if you decide later, oh, I don't want to write about grooming, you could take that off. So like laundry, I'll give you one more example. I know I could teach somebody how to like sort laundry. I could teach them how to treat stains. I could teach them how to fold it and like put it away. I could teach somebody how to iron. and I could teach them how to use a washer and dryer. See how fast I came up with that? Now, you might not come up with it quite that fast, but if it's something you truly know a lot about, you should be able to come up with them pretty quickly. All right, so go ahead and do that. Come up with at least 5 chapters for each one of your ideas so that you can choose which one you're most excited about to write later, not today. You're just doing this part today. Okay, get busy.